It's Stillwaters here. This is part 2 of Sustainable Spirituality. I will be your host, and today we are going to be talking about consciousness. Consciousness, I'm very passionate about that subject. It covers everything in existence. Quantum mechanics, physics, everything that's just mind-blowing. First, I'd like to express humbly from one source that consciousness is the web that connects. In the last show we talked about the hologram and how all the pieces of glass are connected and the whole is within each piece of glass, yet they have their own unique perspective. And this consciousness is one consciousness which flows in every single piece of glass. That apple is the consciousness that is connecting and flowing through everything in existence, expressing itself through these organic vessels, these bodies that we have. Each body has a brain which has past, and it has a program, it has DNA, it has the way that source flows through each individual body is different. It's a different program. Yet the consciousness, the point of awareness, which is aware of the thoughts, of the smells, of the life experiences and everything, doesn't change. That's the same for all of us. Yet each one of us will create a new parallel world universe with our perspective. That's what makes it mind-blowing, is as many stars and galaxies and universes that are out there, there's just as many perspectives of consciousness. There's one moment consciousness flows through. Now, past, present, future, you're thinking linear, like in a string, and it's not that way. It's kind of more of a twisting rope, like string theory. My perspective now, my perspective in the past, and my perspective in the future are just different points of reference or perspective. And expressing right now, I'm affecting all the points that connect this being, the soul, the information, past, present, future, all unfolding now. The future is just another perspective or point of reference of consciousness. In this moment, I'm focusing on the camera, and down below me I have a whole circle of crystals you can't even see because it's out of the camera view, but I can show it to you later. My perspective right now, I have thoughts, I have emotions, and I have a perspective of, oh, I really love these crystals. And then in the next moment, I could see a crystal there that, let's say, a girl that I broke up with eons ago, whatever, and it reminds me of that. And then I go into another emotional state. And that next emotional state is not just another emotional state, it's another moment, another now. Because the only constant is change. The now is constantly changing, but there's only one now that's constantly changing. But from that next perspective, I just went from one universe to a parallel universe where the emotions and the state of perspective and reference changed. And now the entire universe is different from my perspective. Now someone else looking at these crystals will have another emotional response, and another person, and each one of them in the now is creating a parallel reality, depending on their vibration, their perspective, their consciousness. When you're joyful and you're happy, consciousness has a way of attracting your needs, wants, desires effortlessly. It's source, your source. You're connected to source. When you're happy, you're getting closer and closer to the source which is animating this physical body. It's flowing more efficiently. You become a stronger point of attraction for everything. And when you're depressed and you're angry and negative emotion and you're not really, you're really sad, you slow down time, space, the now. Everything seems to move slower. You are not as coordinated. You get scratches. You get into accidents. You get speeding tickets. All sorts of wonderful things. Yes, being facetious, but still. Yes, you have to understand that to change the world, you have to change your perspective or point of reference on how you see the world. You have to focus on solutions instead of the problems, because the problems and what you perceive right now is what is. And what you want to do is focus on what you desire to be for the greatest good. Not only for yourself, but for everyone. Because if we're all interconnected, serving everyone is serving yourself, and serving yourself is serving everyone. If you're positive, if you're in that mode, you're changing the whole world. What one person feels, the vibration that one individual raises themselves up, affects the whole. Just look like Jesus Christ, Buddha, all these wonderful high beings who allowed Source to fully take them over. Oh, it's exciting. They changed the masses of the world with just their presence and allowing that Source to express through themselves, through words, through energy, the inner voice, the light. The teachings are universal. No matter what religion you're in, if you go to the deepest part of each religion, you'll find these truths. This is not about this. Sustainable spirituality isn't about religion. It is about connecting all existence, all religions, all beliefs into one unified field of consciousness where we see the connection with each other and not what separates us. I mean, the word religion, I believe, means to unite, and I don't know any religions that really unite with other ones and try and become a whole. And that's what we're all about. That's what life is about. It's about unity. It's bringing everyone together and our natural states. Yes, our natural states. That will have to be another show. Basic states of our true nature, Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. It's something from India, but all religions have something similar. Basically, you're talking about three things that make up the human being, and we will talk about that in our next show. I bid you a wonderful day. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever religion you are, and Namaste.